We ain't doing this today. Hello. Welcome in, everybody. Thank you for joining Amelia with Tiara. And I want to discuss today the impacts that cuts from the administration are doing on very prominent businesses that help out in our communities, our everyday life, things of that nature. So I'm your girl, Tiara, Amelia with Tiara, and I want to just say thank you for tuning in, viewing my session, my channel. If you haven't already, click that subscribe button and notification so you can get notified on when we're going live. So, the topic today, we are discussing how businesses can still run and maintain during the times of having significant financial impacts during this particular time where the administration is producing budget cuts for very substantial organizations that impact things such as your nonprofits who rely on grant funding and things of that nature. If you haven't already, there is a link in my site for an option for grant opportunities as well. Check that out. Definitely helpful, definitely a beautiful resource that I like to tune into. They do have weekly lives that you can attend in order to win grants as well. But during this time, when you need to continue your business the most, it'll be very helpful and useful to make sure you're utilizing the resources that you have and think about how you can scale what you have in order to make it fit into what's going to work for you. For example, doing your admin task, like for my administrative virtual assistant services, it's not something that you have to sign and do a continuous budget or contract for. It's going to be on an as needed basis should you need to do that as well. That is an option. So look into the services that are offered, look at what package best aligns with what can work into what you have, and make sure you utilize that for your benefit. Your assistants can make sure they are researching the grants for you, make sure they're applying for any additional grant funding to bring that back into your business while also doing the follow-ups for different clients and or donors and organizations that are working with you as well to make sure that you are keeping that going. So these are some tips and tricks that I've seen that have worked in many situations to make sure that you're keeping and maintaining things during any significant impact that may occur in any season, because it's something that's going to happen always. So it's just making sure you know how to pivot and maintain during these time frames. So another benefit of having the virtual assistant service as well is making sure that you're staying up to date on your social media marketing, your uh, website link if you have that as well. Make sure all those things are updated so that the traffic is coming to you, and making sure that everyone is finding what it is that you have to offer in order to keep it and maintain during this time as well. A lot of times during those cuts, we may get behind on keeping things updated, and we're trying to do that while making sure we're maintaining our business and what it is that we created it for. Again, having someone else to make sure that they are streamlining and aligning those administrative duties to keep that um, flux of individuals coming into the business for you can benefit you in so many ways. So don't think that because one thing is going a certain way that you cannot utilize the service of a virtual assistant during such time. it'll be more helpful than hurting to you actually, to make sure that you do have someone that's doing that back end work to keep the flow coming in. We all have running parts and pieces in order to keep things going. And that's what the assistant does for you, to make sure that you are keeping that flow and streamlining of things to come in and maintain again for your business. But other than that, I want you all to jot down in the comments what are some other tips, advice, resources that you have for anybody, any organization that may need any insight on how to pivot and balance during this time to make sure things are growing and flowing on a consistent basis. Because that's what we're all out here trying to do: grow, flow, ameliorate, so that things can continue to prosper. It is enough prosperity out here for us all, and it's all about making sure that we stay connected and sharing the wealth with one another. So definitely put in those insights in for someone that it can help, and make sure you're joining your local groups as well. Shout out to the recent groups that I've joined on Facebook. They do marvelous, marvelous work in their communities. The individuals that I follow on IG, TikTok, everybody is doing such an amazing job, and it's so beautiful to see the work of philanthropy that comes through and comes out of all of the different areas across the United States, that it is impacting. I love it. It's beautiful. And as long as we keep on doing our little parts together, they grow into big parts across the entire nation. So again, but definitely drop down in the comments any additional advice on how people can maintain and grow during this time. If you haven't already, again, don't forget to subscribe to my channel. Check out my website, ameliorwithsierra.com. See the packages that we have to offer, and socials to see the amazing work that we've done for others. That was really all I wanted to talk about today, guys. So I will be back. Um, we're going to make this a more consistent thing to make sure, again, we are staying connected, growing, and flowing. Okay. Thank you.